G L E S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General. Listen, if you have not done it, please make sure you hit that sub button right down there for your boy. I appreciate it in advance. Also, a fourth for the Better Bird podcast, man. You know what it is. Listen, you see the merch. You see the Philly Fresh. You see the Philly Fresh. You see the Yoda. You see it, man. Listen, if you want to become a member, you definitely get one of these free keychains, man. You already know how we rock it. One of these, too. You know what I mean? Will be for you. And breaking news, if you have grabbed something from the Philly Fresh, shout out to the Print Champs, from Print Champs, Philly Fresh merch, you will also get one of these. All you got to do is send me an email, send me a picture, with your merch or whatever. Send me a picture. Instagram, Philly Fresh _60. Also Twitter, same thing. You know what I mean? Just send me a picture, man, and I'll get your address. I'll send them things right out to you, man. I appreciate it in advance. You already know. Listen, first of all, I want to congratulate Devontae Smith for winning the ESPYs. It just seemed like this kid has a future. And we have not said that since the Eagles have drafted a wide receiver since Harold Carmichael. But then you had Chris Carter, but we all know what happened with Chris Carter, had to fight some demons or whatever the case may be. But when you look at this kid, man, and I wasn't as excited as I was about Nelson Aguilar, about Jason Avant, about none of them other guys, man. Like when you look at a guy with this much footwork, with this much charisma, and can get separation, and just won a Heisman, you gotta be excited if you're an Eagles fan. You know what I mean? And you gotta be scared to death if you are the rest of the NFC East. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say the rest of the NFL yet because the kid has some growing up to do, and we already know. So, but if you're the NFC East, you better get you a cornerback. If you're in the NFC East, you better get you a cornerback that can stick with this dude, pause. But you get what I'm saying. So, once again, man, shout out to him for winning that ESPYs, man. And shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. The first person that I seen put this up in his video, man. Shout out to Mike. Oh, they doing Ben Simmons dirty. That just to have the kids in it. If y'all haven't seen the video, it's viral everywhere. Basically, they got the guy that play. I can't remember the dude's name. The guy that play in the Avengers, man. He basically like Ben Simmons bricked so much in the playoffs that he's making an orphanage and he brought some orphans out to thank Ben. It's crazy. If you haven't seen it, man, it's hilarious, but it's also embarrassing as hell. If you Ben Simmons, you know what you got to do. All right, let me tell you what this video really is about to me. Milton Williams. Milton Williams is the X factor, the key to making this a top 3, top 5 defensive line. And I'm going to tell you how. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you look at it and you really, really break it down, right? Even though I have grinded this man up because he's been $100 million man, it was him and Aaron Donald, and it was nobody else, and you let Aaron Donald take so many steps above you, and you stayed at the same level. But I cannot deny the fact that you see, for the last 3 years, you see how much the less pressure we get when Fletcher Cox is not on the field. These are facts. These are facts. These are facts. It don't matter if it was Hargrave there. Now, I think Hargrave being put in the A-gap instead of the B gap is going to be different. So maybe we'll see a better jump there. But when you look at it, I don't care if it was Malik Jackson. I don't care who it was. But when he had Jernigan, it was something special. But he also had Bo Allen, dudes like that. And Milton Williams has to be your Bo Allen. Bo Allen was a beast in 2017. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He snuffed the run, and he got after the quarterback. Now, he didn't have a lot of snap time, and he also didn't have a lot of sacks. But the pressures was there. And we lose so much pressure when Fletcher Cox is not on the field. Now, you think about it. If this Milton kid, and this is also going to determine, to me, whether this draft is a bust. Because I think you hit on the first pick. The second pick, I love. Now, health, that, to me, I get it. I understand it. But when you play tape of Landon Dickerson on the field, is no denying that you stole him in the second round. Now, hopefully, he's not another situation to where as though he can't play for you. He can't give you that second round value. But the third pick to me is where we should be judging him, because Milton Williams is a guy, and a lot of people say he got a lot of pressure and all this and all that, but the numbers don't show it. And he played in a smaller school, and he played against some not too much NFL talent. That's what I'm going to say. But they say the dude got all the moves. They say that the dude is light on his feet. And they say that the dude is just a beast. So that can translate to the NFL and being second string. Not having to be the first guy, because the $100 million man of Fletcher Cox is the first guy. And then you got Hargrave right next to him. So he's your third wheel. But when Fletcher Cox comes out, you still need that big body to destroy. And I think Hargrave should be, but I think Milton Williams will be. And that's going to be the deciding factor whether this defensive line, who the last 4 or 5 years never really, I'm talking about the defense. They never really blitzed and tried to just rush the quarterback without 4. You know what I mean? I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see more blitzes. I think you're going to see more stunts instead of just go eat, go eat, go eat. And that's also going to help this defensive line out. But Milton Williams, to me, is the key. If he can get it right, I'm trying to tell you, once again, NFC East, y'all in trouble. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.